Hello scrapbookers, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com with one L in my first name. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this calendar page for February using the This Life calendar page kit. It comes with all of these calendar grids, and then it has these little clear backing with the sticker numbers that you can add to create your own calendar. And then you can get these months and numbers, letters or stickers, die cuts or stickers in letters and numbers is what I was trying to say. And then I use the Sweet on You collection a lot on here. All of these embellishments and these embellishments and these papers. The pink paper right here is a strip that comes with the calendar kit, and I used that strip up here, and I had an extra one, so I punched out some squares just because I really like that pink paper on here. And then I used some different stickers from a variety of places, or die cuts or punches. These are from the Scrap Happy collection. This is actually from a piece of paper that I cut out. I'm going to be at a lot of crops being a vendor in February, so that's why I have a lot of scrapbooking stuff on here. I'm going to be at a week-long event, so this is a border sticker that comes with the Scrap Happy collection, and I just cut it to fit across all of these dates because I'll be there all these dates. I'm at a crop this weekend. Anyway, a lot this weekend. So I am going to kind of work in some real life. Like, this is Valentine's Day and date night. So this is the Banner Border Maker cartridge. This is a little heart punch that I'll show you. So I'll basically show you how I did all of this, how I made this border. This is the Scalloped Heart Border Maker cartridge. So, and I really love these calendar pages. I love them like a whole lot. I love how they are generic so that you can build your own. I think it would be great to have a book. Like, here's a book where you, let me find some open pages. I just want to show you our books. Like, you can mix and match pages with top loading pages. Oh, here's a October calendar that I did. This was like a little car punch. It's from the Border Maker cartridge system, the banner punch, little postage stamp punch, all kind. Anyway, just shows you how you can make them look different. But I'm trying to find some pocket pages. Yeah, here we go. So what I would do with this is I would take out this white cardstock and save it and just use it as cardstock. And then slip in my calendar page here. Okay. And maybe you could have a book of all calendar pages where you put a calendar page here, and then here you put the highlight photos for the whole month. Or you could have a section for February. Like, if you had a lot of pictures from February, you could have a lot of photos, and then start your next section with the next month and do a calendar grid page for every month. I love that idea. It's a great way just to show life as it happens and what you did with your days. I just love it. So, okay, let's show you how I made this. Let's move all of this aside. This is everything that I used plus some extra stuff. Okay, but we'll start with this. So grab it. These papers are from the Sweet on You collection. This is from the This Life collection. That's the piece that I used up here. So I'm going to put that over here, and then I need my grid page. So the first thing I'll do is make the topper, and then later I'll show you all this other stuff I used. I got a lot going on here. Okay. So let's grab the Scalloped Heart Border Maker cartridge and the Border Maker system. And I want to cut a white strip of scallop hearts, like right here. all that out of my way. So I'm going to put the cartridge in with the little metal pieces sticking out. Make sure it pops in place. Open my paper tray holder and snap it in place. Put my white cardstock in here and close that. It's a magnetic arm that closes, and then pop the tray holder in place down there. You're going to put your cardstock in this slit right here. These two notches match up, which means everything fits together right underneath, and it's ready for your punch. And you punch and you pull it out, plop it back in, notches match up, and punch. Pull it out, plop it back in. You don't pull it out far, just enough to where you can move it, and then you feel it kind of plop back in place, and then you go all the way down with it. Okay, now I would save this white strip because you could like tie little bows with it or use it for borders. There's all kinds of little things you could do with that, so I would save that. And then you also get these little hearts that punch out with it, so you could use those on something else. So I would save those. And y'all, I just now thought about this, but really, if you liked this, you could almost make like a little border. If that was done in like a metallic gold, that would almost look like a crown. Don't laugh, but you know, I use my imagination and try to come up with things. Or just like snowy trees, or just like a unique border. You could put these together all along the bottom of a piece of paper, and then it looks like a continuous border. So if you liked any of those ideas, you could save the fallout that comes out of your punch. Definitely the hearts. I would for sure use those. Okay, so now I want to cut my paper. So really you just need about this much of it to show. So I'm going to cut it to about 3/4 of an inch. That's probably a little more than what I need, but that's fine. A lot of it's going to fit underneath that piece of paper. Okay. Well, let's go a little bit more actually because of that design. Okay, so I'm going to cut that, and let's grab this piece of pink paper. I really like this soft pink. I'm going to grab my, this is my silicone mat. I use this when I use the tape runner, so the tape runner doesn't stick to my table. It's awesome. Okay, so here we go. Basically, I need this white to be underneath the bottom of the pink. So what I'm going to do is put some repositionable tape runner on the back. Oh, this one, no it's not. Of one vertical side, just in some little dabs. I'm going to line this up with one of the grid lines on my mat. And the sticky part, I'm going to put on top here. And I just want a little bit of the white on top of the hearts to stick out past. It kind of looks, maybe a little, it looks kind of like lace. I like it. I think it's pretty for Valentine's Day. And then I'm just going to put a strip of cardstock behind this. I'm going to cut this because I don't need it to be this wide. Y'all, excuse me. I need to drink some water, so bear with me a sec. That's why I'm coughing. I'm talking too much and not drinking enough water. I'm going to cut this to about 1.25 inches. Nah, more like probably just 1 inch. Save as much cardstock as I can. Okay, which meant I just lined it up with the 1 inch mark right there. Okay, and now I want to put this behind the red. Okay, so I'm going to, this is where you really need to use these mats, or they come in so handy. When you have little intricate things like this with holes in them and you need tape runner all around, it is so good to use the repositionable tape runner, and because you can run it over the whole thing. And if you were doing this on just a table, when it comes through the hearts, it would stick to the table, but it's going onto the silicone mat, and the mat repels the little transparent dots. And they just stay on here and roll back in, so it's really neater. And I'm going to put a little bit up here too. Now, I just need little dabs up here, but here I want to be generous with it because I want all these little pieces to stick down. All these little intricate pieces. Okay, so I want about that much red to show, and that really makes the little hearts in that border pop. Oops, that slipped on me. Okay, and then you want to rub it to stick it down. You'll see some of those little transparent dots of adhesive, but when you rub your finger over it, it just rubs them off, and then you don't even see them. So I really think it needs like a pop of color underneath to really show off those hearts, and that makes it look like Valentine's Day. Now I'm going to, this is going to make this topper be too wide. Now before I added the border on the bottom, it would have been the perfect size to fill this space right here. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mount it down and just put it right over those days of the week. And kind of put little dabs all over. So mount it down over the days of the week. There's a line right there. You can just kind of use that as your measuring point. Stick it down and rub it really well. And then flip it over, and then just take your trimmer, and you can see exactly where you need to cut it off. This line right here is, well, no, the left-hand side dotted line is where your blade's going to come down. So I'm going to line that green up to that line because I want it to cut off there. And then I'm going to use this little clear thing. Most people don't realize it's there, but it's tucked up under there. And it has a little black line in the middle. And you can just use it and see exactly where it's going to cut. And it is going to cut just to the right of that green. And that's what I need. So I'm going to cut that. Perfect. And now I have the perfect topper. I'm going to save that to use it for something else. And that's how I did that. Okay. And then I just added my date, the date, the month, and the, sorry, I'm trying to find those die cuts. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this kit, it's a big kit. It comes with a lot of stuff, and I just love it. Okay, so we have these die cuts. I've already used February, so I'm not going to mount February. I'm not going to mount this. I'm just going to show you what I did. So I would put tape runner on the back here, just like I did on the border, and mount that right there, and it would say February. And then I would do, 20, 25 with my my numbers. Those are numbers, not letters. 20, if I have enough, because I've already used some, 25. Yeah, so I would mount that up there. Set this aside so it would be like this. I'm not going to try to be perfect. I'm just going to try to, you would mount those with your repositionable tape runner. Then right here, you add your little sticker cluster. And that came from the Sweet on You collection. These are the stickers. Now these are all partially used because I've been using this a lot. But these stickers were this cookie sticker that says love. This donut is actually a die cut. Now I'm going to show you what I did with that. You can get this little frame that comes with the Sweet on You collection, and you can put a picture behind it. I've got ink all over me. But I didn't really have a need for that, so I used it and pulled off all the embellishments and used them on my page. So I'm going to pull this off. And now they have little foam squares on the back. You can either take those off or leave them. They kind of tear off. But this donut right here is this one. Now, this one is not, this one is attached, so I could just use that donut. Or this one I cut out with my micro scissors, and that's what's there. And I just mounted it with tape runner, with residual tape runner. This strawberry is a sticker right here. That goes there. And this little So Sweet is a sticker right here. So that's, I've just mounted that little cluster. If it was a die cut, I mounted it with repositionable tape runner. If it was a sticker, I stuck it down. And then this EXO, that's what this is. And I put it across 2 squares, and I'll show you how I got these squares. Here's a donut from the frame. These are all stickers. So that's where I got all of that. I also, when I bought this Sweet on You collection, I bought a lot of it because I really love it. I also bought the trio card kits. And another video that I just made that I'll be posting on YouTube soon shows how I use the card kit on a scrapbook page. So if there's a card kit that goes with a collection, I buy it, not necessarily to make cards, but I use it on my pages because I like them. So anyway, so you can also cut off all these other, this would pull off. You could save that and use it. This pulls off. So you can use all these embellishments, and then you can keep these extra little pieces and do things with them too, if you don't want to use the frame. If you do want to use the frame, but then buy an extra one for the embellishments if you want to. Okay, so there's that. These are all the little stickers that go for the numbers. They're transparent, so the little gray behind there is just the way the page is. So you just put the sticker over the little square. And to get the squares, we have the square punch, and the square is the perfect size to fill one of these calendar grids right here. So I'm going to open it up by moving that little notch, and then just punch a square or 2. Okay. So I would punch some squares out in, I'm just in these different patterns and colors. So this is this one. So I put that there, and this says X's and O's on it. So it's directional. So I want to make sure I put it right and put it here and here. And let me tell you this, the edges, the squares are a little bit skinnier than the middle ones. So what I would do, like if I wanted to put that right here, I would mount it down with my tape runner and then flip it over and then just trim it off. That's what I did. They had to make those a tiny bit smaller because to make it fit on a 12 by 12 page. But all the ones in the middle are exactly the right size for these square pages. So I would punch some chocolate, the red, and the pink came from this paper up here. And just put those on all the extra days because the month starts here on Saturday, number 1. And then there was a free day down here where I put another one. And then I just put one of those donut embellishments here. And then all of these stickers are from Scrap Happy collection that I have. I think it might not be available anymore, but I have some at home if y'all want some. And then this little banner right here, I took the banner border maker cartridge. I'm going to take this one out, push that little button and push the cartridge out and replace it with the banner. And I punched a little piece. I punched a little piece of this pink paper. Let's see. I'm going to grab, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I ran out of this pink paper because I only had strips. So, but that is what I used. I would get a powder pink, but that's the first thing I could find. But just to show you how I got this little banner strip. Okay, you can use the border maker system if you just want to punch out one little piece. You don't need to use the whole paper tray holder and everything. You can put it in here and use it like a standalone punch. And I'll cut a couple of these. So that's how I got this little, pretend this is made out of this pink dot paper, and it was right here, but I didn't cut an end off. It was the perfect size to put at the bottom of the square. And then I used this punch right here. It has a heart. This comes with a little trio set, and this is the one with the heart in it. I would punch a little heart out of red cardstock and put it right there with tape runner. Okay, so basically that's how I did it. I'm not going to actually completely do the whole thing because I think it's kind of obvious, but that's where you start, and that's how you end up with all of this stuff. And there's so many little punches. Like, we have like this little teddy bear punch. Like, if you were going to go to a baby shower or something, you could punch out this and cut out one little teddy bear and put baby shower, you know, put a little heart on there or something. If you were going on a road trip, you could take the car. I did this on my October page. Punch out a couple of the cars and then cut one out and put the car on here and say road trip. You could use punches, you could use stickers, you could use scraps of paper. It's a great thing to do for all your little scraps of paper. If it was Christmas Day, like, we have a little holly punch. If it was October, we have like a row of pumpkins, and you could punch out a couple of those like I did this, or, you know, the heart, and, or the, when you punch a Border Maker cartridge, you can just cut one off. There's pumpkins. There's all kinds of things that you can use. Scraps of paper, like this is I cut off a piece of paper. Anyway, making calendar pages is really fun, and I think it's a great way to keep up with your life and what you're doing, and I think it's really neat to combine it with your pages. Another idea is you could make this and put it, a long time ago with Creative Memories, we had these magnetic display boards. It had a ribbon and it hung up. It was really cool, and it was wood, but the inside part was magnetic. So you could just put your calendar on there or a scrapbook page with magnets and then show it off for the month. And then or you could put it up there and just do your calendar as you go, as you do your life. And then when you're done with it, you could take it out and put it in your album. And then you could put the next month up on the magnet, and then on the magnet board, and then put it in your album. So it's cool. Or your favorite scrapbook page for the month. If you have a favorite Valentine's Day scrapbook page, you could take it out of your scrapbook. If you use the top loading pages, take it out of your scrapbook. It would be like this. Put it on your magnet display board. I'm sure you can just buy them at Hobby Lobby, you know, because we don't sell them anymore. I wish we did. But anyway, it's cool. It's a cool way to show off your life. Or there are frames that are 12 by 12. It's just a lot easier if it's just going to be there temporary to put it on with magnets. But if you have something you want to leave up all the time, let's say it's, you know, your favorite scrapbook page of your babies being born, and you want to, or after they're born, and you want to leave it up, you could just put it in a frame and leave it up all the time. So anyway, just cool ideas using the calendar pages. I really, really love them, and I hope you like them too. And this kit is called This Life Calendar Kit. And it is currently available on the website, and my website link will be in the comments section below, but you can always find me at michellesizemore.com with 1 L, and there's a link on there that takes you to my Creative Memories website. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.